guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today is EC Insider Launch Day for the 2024-2025 Erin Condren Life Planners. I am so excited. I'm posting this at midnight instead of my typical 9 a.m. just in case any of you night owls want to see what I am going to be purchasing on launch day. So I did do a full review and walkthrough of the Bold Blooms Daily Duo, as well as all kinds of new accessories that are coming out. And I also went through this amazing Life Planner sampler pack, which has different layouts in the 3 different designs that they have this year so that you can start planning as soon as you get your new planner and try out all of the new layouts. I am so excited about this because it really gave me a chance to see the different fonts, the different colors in all of the layouts so that I could make a decision on what I wanted to get. So just a brief overview of how I plan so that you understand where I'm coming from. I am a multiple planner user, and what I do is I will come in, there is a blank page between Sunday and Monday in the current Daily Duo, and I split it in half and I brain dump personal and work tasks that I need to get done throughout the week or that I would like to get done. And then what I do is I will come into my weekly planner, and I have used a vertical weekly for as long as I can remember, and I split the projects onto the specific days. So my box breakdown is to do, to go, to create. My to create section is work-related tasks, and then this bottom section is meal prep stuff, which sometimes I use and sometimes I don't. And I color code everything. I will go through and add different tasks for different cleaning things that I'm doing, goal-related stuff. All of that stuff goes in here. And then each day when I come in, I will look at my plan for Monday. I will write anything down that needs to be here, as well as any projects. I will block off my time for homeschooling, for home management, for passion projects, for work-related tasks and personal things. I have space that I do additional work tasks down here, and that is how I plan. And it works really well for me. I have been using a daily planner and a weekly planner for quite a while. Before Erin Condren came out with the Daily Duo, they had, and they still have, a petite daily collection. They used to also have a petite undated planner, which is primarily what I would use because I didn't necessarily need a daily planner every day, but now I do use it every day. My planning has evolved to need that time. Now, I've shared about my planning process quite a bit over the past several years in Plan With Me's, and you can kind of see how it has evolved, but I have tried a couple of different times to just go back to one planner, which is what I used to do prior to maybe 2016, 2017. I was just in my vertical weekly planner, but I'm not anymore. So I did a whole planner chat several weeks ago talking about how I wasn't sure how I would be able to manage just having a daily planner or just having a weekly planner. And I went back and forth, and then Erin Condren came out with their new Daily Duo for this coming year, and I absolutely love it. I love that there is now a full lined page as well as a weekly overview for each week of the year. Now, it does definitely add some bulk to the planner, but I think it is so useful to have this space. And so after I went through the Daily Duo, I really sat down to kind of consider, would it be possible for me to use just the Daily Duo in a 7x9? Because what happens is if I'm just using one planner, I need all of this space on the calendar. I really need to be able to have a lot of space for writing down all of the things because everything is in here. You can kind of see there's a lot going on. So I thought perhaps I could just use the Daily Duo, but my problem is that I do not need to keep all of these daily spreads, all of these lists for each day are not needed, but I do keep my weekly planner. And the reason that I keep my weekly planner is because I often will jot down memory type things in this. So I have about 10 years of these planners, and yes, not every single week has something memorable in it, but I marked everything about Lucy's first years of life, a lot of homeschool related things, fun things that my kids said, little pictures here and there. And so I do keep these weekly planners, but my daily planners I don't really need. And then I was thinking, well, if I am using just a daily planner, would I keep it? And I don't think that I would want to, because even though there is space, plenty of space here, it wouldn't necessarily lend itself for my planning purposes to do memory keeping. Now, I did consider having one side just for brain dump each week, the same that I do now, and then one side is kind of a weekly recap and some journaling and maybe some pictures. But I'm still concerned that this space wouldn't be enough space for me to flesh out my week. And so I have gone back and forth so much over the past week, and it is possible that I will change my mind 3 more times during this video. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting to what I'm going to order. But I realize that I do still want to have 2 planners. And because of that, I first needed to figure out which design option I wanted, whether I wanted to keep this Bold Blooms Daily Duo design and then just purchase an additional weekly vertical life planner, or if I wanted a different design. And that's where this little notebook comes in. I'm so pleased to have all of the different layouts for all of the different designs, and so that I can see the differences. And the thing that I noticed the most is that the Evolve design is just a little bit darker. It also has on the weekly overview, it is, you know, a little bit larger. For me, that's something that I need. Maybe it wouldn't have been 10 years ago, but now I need to be able to quickly and easily see, and the darker font is just a little bit better for me. So I've decided that I am definitely going to get the Evolve Daily Duo. Then the next thing I had to figure out was the size that I wanted to get. Now, I'm still a little unsure on the size. You will see that my current Daily Duo is a 7x9, and the reason is because when I purchased the 7x9 Daily Duo, I was trying to make sure that I had enough space to use just the Daily Duo and not my weekly planner. That's what I tried to do last year, and then I ended up a month later purchasing the weekly planner as well, and I didn't need as much space for planning because I'm not using my monthly calendars in the Daily Duo, and I'm not using the dashboard pages in my Daily Duo. Instead, I just use the daily pages and the brain dump list page between Sunday and Monday. That's what I have been doing. Now what I'm trying to figure out is if I want to get the 7x9 or if I just want to go back to an A5, which is where I started, because I had come from the petite line, which is, it's this big. This petite planner is just about the same size as an A5, and that is what I was used to for my daily planning. And so I just wanted the A5. I did not need the 7x9. Here's my worry. If I get the A5, at some point, I'm going to say this is too small, this space is too small, and I need a little bit more space with these weekly overview pages, but I'm not sure. But then when I realized that I am still going to get the vertical weekly planner, I thought, you know what, I can just use an A5 size. I think that that will be plenty. And instead of having this be a general weekly overview for me, the way, like, to completely replace my weekly planner, what I'm going to do with this section is to put my cleaning tasks and other like weekly monthly, daily tasks that I need to do just in my normal home management. So that is how I'm going to use this page. Because of that, I think that I can still cut it down to an A5 size. I was worried that this wouldn't be enough space to write down all of the things that I write in here. Now, not every week is full, but especially when we are homeschooling and have a lot of events and other things outside of the house, my weeks are pretty full. And so on the weeks that I have a lot of stuff going on, I know that this wouldn't be enough space. So now instead, my plan, and it's something that I will probably be working on throughout the second quarter, trying to come up with a good idea before I start using the new planner for July, is to come up with my lists similar to the home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher and also the Clean Mama system. I love this planner. It is so helpful to have all of these lists, but some of the things don't necessarily apply to me. Some of the things I do on different days, and so I do not come through and use this planner the way that it's written, and I don't plan anything in it because it's a horizontal planner and I don't like that, but I still utilize all of the lists that are in this planner. I just rearrange things and then put it in my weekly planner. So instead of putting it in my weekly planner and taking up valuable space up here, where I also want to have projects and things broken down for goals and for just personal projects that I'm working on, I'm going to transfer the cleaning tasks, the home management maintenance type things here. And then I will still have space for my brain dump list. I may do one side personal, one side work. I may still split it in half, just write smaller in the A5 size. We will see. Obviously, once I start doing Plan With Me's in my new planner, you will know what I'm doing and follow along on that process. But that, I think, is how I'm going to deal with this planner. I'm going to get the A5. I'm going to get the Evolve design specifically for the darker font. It's a little easier for me to see, but I'm not going to get the 7x9. So then the next step for me was to figure out what design I wanted for my weekly vertical. And I went back and forth between the Evolve and the canvas. I love the clean look of the canvas. It is so nice, and I really, really like the canvas a lot. The reason that I was considering the canvas, even though I've never done neutral planning, is because I do so much color coding in my weekly planner. Not in my daily planner. I just use a black pen in my daily planner, but in my weekly planner, I have all kinds of color coding that I do, and the different colors. I've been using the same colors for different things forever, so my eye just is drawn to the specific tasks depending on the color. And so I was thinking I could get a neutral planner and then it would just be a little bit cleaner to look at, but I would still have a lot of color with my color coding and adding a few stickers here and there. But then when I came in and saw the font for the Canvas planner, and just knowing that the font is a little bit grayer, I wasn't sure. So I have been going back and forth trying to figure out if I wanted to have the neutral for a vertical weekly or if I want to continue with the Evolve vertical weekly. And what I have decided is to actually get the canvas design for my weekly vertical planner. And it might be a shock for me, and I may not like it, and I may end up getting a different one later on, but I am going to dress it up. I will get the rose gold coil, and I will get a colorful cover. I won't get a neutral cover for a neutral planner. And then we'll just see how it goes with stickers, with my color coding. I'm really excited about trying a neutral planner, and I think that it will be a lot of fun for me to have that. I also like that there will just be kind of a blank space here. It won't be as colorful, and I think that that will be nice because these are the pages that I tend to decorate more in my weekly planner. So that is what I'm going to do. 2 planners, and I really like how I'm going to use this planner specifically with the cleaning tasks And I think that if hopefully by the end of the year, I can really solidify my home management system. Last year I worked on my home management goal and it is very much a routine now, but I still have some of these weekly things that I don't think about often. I have my dailies down, I have my monthly cleaning projects down, I have my monthly maintenance tasks down. I do have particular days where I do the majority of these things, but there are still some things on this list that I have not fully implemented, and that's what I'm going to be working on through the end of the year. And then perhaps next year I will not purchase the physical version of this and I will just get the digital version because I do still like to have access to the lists. So that is my plan for my life planners. And then I also am going to be adding on the goals pages. So this year, for the first time, you can add on 40 extra pages in your 7x9 life planner. So you can't do it with the daily duo, but you can do it with the weekly planners, only the 7x9 weekly planners. And you have the option to get lined pages, productivity pages, meal planning pages, or goal pages. And so I am going to get the goals pages, and I'm really interested to see how they work, how I implement them, if it is more of like a project breakdown of things that I want to work on. I'm really interested to see what they look like. I've only seen, pictures of them. I've only seen one picture of them actually, but I have not seen any in person or in any videos yet. So I am really, really interested in those goal breakdown pages because I love goal planning, and I think any sort of tool that will help with goal planning and achieving those goals, making progress, is going to be wonderfully welcome. So I'm going to add those goal pages to my weekly vertical planner in the Canvas design. And then the next planner that I am going to purchase is the compact vertical. And that is going to be for my oldest, Emma. She has been using the compact vertical for 3 years now, I think, in the A5 design. It may only be 2 years. I can't remember when they came out with the compact vertical. It might have only been 2 years ago, but as soon as they came out with this layout, I got it for my daughter who is in high school. She homeschools, and this list system is very, very helpful for her. This is how we've always planned homeschool. I've always given my kids a list of what they are expected to do each day. It has evolved over time as my kids have gotten older and they keep track of their own stuff. And if Emma has classes or sports practices or babysitting or whatnot, she also puts that stuff in here. And so I'm going to get her the 7x9 compact vertical this year. I'm not sure if she's going to want the Evolve or the Blooms, or it's possible that she will want the Canvas design because she is an artist and I could imagine her doodling quite a bit. So I will ask her which version she likes the most. She has not let me know yet, but I will also be ordering that, and I am going to include the goals pages in her planner as well. I don't expect her to do any of the planning and stuff on her own. Sometimes she is self-motivated to do it, but it is something that I partner with her on to kind of help guide her in what is important. Writing down her assignments for the day is one thing, but the goal setting and the action steps and finding the tools and resources that she needs for different projects is something that I still am very much involved in. So that is the end of what I am planning to purchase today, launch day. I am obviously filming this before launch day, so if something changes, I will let you guys know. But for right now, my plan is to get the Evolve A5 Daily Duo, the 7x9 Canvas Vertical Weekly with the additional goals pages, and then also the 7x9 Compact Vertical, which is new this year. They've only had it in A5 in the past, with the additional goals pages for Emma. When I get those planners, I will definitely be walking through them with you. I may purchase some new accessories. I really, really, really like the Bold Blooms accessories. And I did go through all of them in that preview video last week. If you're interested, I will leave a link for that in the description box. You can find links to the planners in the description box as well. I would love to hear what you are purchasing today, or if you're going to wait, if you start your planners in July, or if you wait until January. I always start my planners in July because we homeschool, and that's when our homeschool year starts, so it just makes sense to me to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's really helped me kind of solidify what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure. Coming in, I had a lot of questions, but as I've kind of talked through them, I think that I'm really happy with my choices. We will see how it goes, but thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.